Everybody, testing 1 2 3. I just got a new phone, and so this is my first update from when I got my phone upgraded. I hope you like the camera views better, and Mr. Robert Stephen is here with me, and so is Miss Tink, who is in her new pajama set from the little haul I got for her. And we are having some very serious winter weather. So the kids are in the front room right now, all 4 of them. Miss Alana Michelle and Miss Alice Ann are sitting in the chair over there. I'm keeping them in the front room while it's this cold because the vinyl of their skin gets so terribly cold, and I don't like the feeling of my kids being cold. Yes, I know they're dolls, but when they're exceptionally cold, I worry about, if they were my children, I would worry if they got too cold. So I like to keep them in here in the front room when it's really, really cold and cuddled up under a little blanket. And they're going to be going into their buntings later. Miss Alana Michelle and Mr. Robert Stephen and Miss Tink will all be going into their buntings. And I'm going to try to start working on an outfit, a winter outfit for Miss Alice Ann. It's like 20 degrees outside. It's going to really struggle to stay at this temperature all day long, and it's been we've been having an ice storm for the last couple of days. And Patrick's home again for the 2nd day in a row because it was just too slick for him to try to get into work. He has to go in at like 2 o'clock in the morning. He has to take out of the house to go to work to be there by 4:30 in the morning. And it's so slick because the buses aren't running at that time, and we don't have a car anymore. He's lost his license. And so he has to walk in early in the morning and or take one of those Lime electric scooter things that they, but it costs like $20 to use one of those things, so he doesn't do that very often because we don't have the money for it in our budget. But here is the little vest that I made for Robert Stephen that I was telling you about before, and there's another one going to be made just like it for little Jay, and possibly one of the other sculpts will get something similar in a vest, maybe different colors. I'm going to be doing some things for the little elf baby, which I already got started on. Here is the blanket that I'm making for the elf baby, which may turn into being a bunting when it's finished. And it's that very deep rose colored pink yarn that I got here a while back when I got a bunch of stuff to do Miss Alana Michelle some outfits. Now this is the little outfit that's the reindeer that says luck on it, and the pants of it says the same thing. They're covered with little reindeers, and they say luck. And the legs on the pants are long enough. I can sew the bottoms of it, and she'll have a footed sleeper type thing. And the arms also, the sleeves are long enough that they can be folded over to make the baby mittens, or just shoved up on her arm. And so a little bit of adjustment being made to do that. This is a little bit big for her compared to the dresses. The dresses fit her perfectly. But this is kind of a little bit loose on her. And that's okay. It's nice and long and warm and comfy for this kind of weather. But, so yeah, it's been a few days since I've actually been on. I was kind of afraid I wasn't going to be able to get back on because I've been having problems with my computer since the last update they did. It stopped recognizing my phone, which was why I upgraded to this phone, because I think it won't have as much of a problem with this phone. So I couldn't even transfer my files to the computer so I could upload to YouTube, because the last YouTube update on the apps, they did away with the icon for uploads. Now, I don't know why that is. It may have something to do with what happened in the early part of January at Capitol Hill, because so many people were live streaming and uploading from their cell phones. But I did contact YouTube about it, because it was both YouTube and the YouTube Studio apps that it happened to. And I was having, I couldn't upload, and I wanted to make sure I could still upload so I could keep my channel alive. So, anyway, that's this week's update. And my email, my mailing address, and Patreon page are all in the description below. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know in the comments below that you came by, because I really appreciate hearing from you. I love you all. I'm so glad you're a part of my YouTube family.